return to War Crimes featuring Robo-Mummy Squad and Zuck. Welcome to Rimworld, or at least what's left of it by the time that we're done here. So, a couple of things to actually mention up front. I forgot to mention this yesterday, so my apologies for that. But with the genetics mod, for those of you playing along, you do need to enable it for humans in the options menu. So thank you to someone in the comment section yesterday who pointed that out, that I did forget to say that. So it's just mod options, genetics, and then enable for humanoids. We've got a lot of options here. The game has very much given to us a silver platter of goodies in the form of crazy amount of ship chunks, so obviously components and steel there. We've got a crazy amount of corpses, both human corpses, orc corpses. We've got a, what was this one, like a Gith, which some of you said, according to lore, are the mortal enemies of the Ithilids. So we need to be very careful about that. But more importantly, all the balls got crushed by a spaceship, which is not something I thought I'd say today, but that gives us plenty of food for the long term. Now, these corpses, if we're fast, we could potentially do so many things with them. Like I said, the aim of the game this time around is doing everything possible with human flesh. So, if we take a look at the... Oh, man, it shows us everything there, too. That's cool. If we take a look at the research tab here, there's quite a lot we can do with corpses. Now, we can do the more obvious things, like butcher them for meat, leather, and bones, and then turn them into fun stuff with that. We can use their actual corpses for a more biological use, for example, making protein powder from either corpses, or feeding the corpses to maggots and using the maggots for protein powder instead. Making fertilizer from corpses as well to help speed up the food production for all the other members of our prison. So you've got a lot of options here. I really don't know what to do. Corpse medicine. Oh, look at that. Medical experimentation and blood drawing on human bodies. Now, we can take it a step further. We have the magic orb. Now, the magic orb allows us to build mindless automatons out of their corpses with the Rimworld Dark Descent mod. So we can build guardians for the colony. Now, at this stage of the game, we're not really going to come under too much attack. You know, we haven't made too many enemies, and the enemies that we have made have been from independent factions. These are people that fell from space. So we haven't annoyed the Empire. We haven't annoyed, you know, any of our neighbors. So we haven't got to worry about that too much. What else can we do with these corpses? That is a fantastic question. Vitae extraction. Obviously, we need a lot of research in the bag first. So for the time being, let's get them on ice in this little kind of corpse storage area. Ideally, a freezer would be quite good. So we'll go ahead and get down Overwar cooler. That should be enough, I think, for the time being. Just one of those. It's only a relatively small room as well, right? Let's go ahead and clear all. Let's go critical, and let's go for human-like corpses. That'll do. And then we can also take apart these ships, of course, and actually get a decent power grid set up here, too. So we'll probably work on that relatively soon. But I want to make sure that the humans aren't being butchered early on. We've got options to do that, and of course, we've got a colony of cannibals. Well, at least the two Ithilids are cannibals anyway. But I want to keep the corpses, because there are better things we could do with them in the long term. Like, for example, making that fertilizer to be able to use humans to grow food to feed to other humans. That's pretty high tier. We've got here more wild men. Wow. Who have we got? We've got Gordiana, Anthusa, and Torn. Okay. Are any of you worth us converting over? Not really. You're very low skilled. We're only taking the best of the best, with the best traits and the best stats. Chemical interest and tough. No, I'm really not interested in that. Gordiana real. No, I'm not really interested in any of you. What about your genetics? Good for the breeding stock, perhaps. Meat and leather is actually lower than average on you. Ooh. Tauan produces a lot of meat, and actually above average in leather as well. And this character, Gordiana Real, has incredible carrying capacity. Hey, they're worth capturing, if nothing else. So let's not focus on the wild men for a second. You know, they'll hang around for a couple of days, but these corpses are going to start rotting and have already started rotting immediately. We've got 2 days to get those sorted out. So let's start taking apart the... Oh, look, he's cooking the balls into meals. That's quite good. That means we haven't got to worry too urgently about, you know, getting food sorted out. Let's get these ship parts deconstructed straight away. So let's take Squad and Zuck. Squad, what are you doing right now? Deconstructing ship tank. That's exactly what I want. We should also tidy up this corridor too, seeing as people are going to be running up and down here pretty much all the time. Wouldn't it hurt getting some of that moved over? Right, what have you got for me then? 9 components and 30 steel. That's very, very good. These things always tend to drop a lot of components, but the steel is a bit lacking. Unfortunately, steel is one thing we actually really desperately need right now. Let's get this built as soon as possible. Let's get a power conduit run over to that. I mean, 1 wind turbine, if we're lucky, will be enough to keep it at least refrigerated or maybe frozen most of the time. It's just a case of getting lucky. Now, if we have food on the floor, the wild men, of course, will be drawn up to our base anyway, because it's the only food really on the map here. And you can see, there we go, prime example. Tor'un, or however you would say that, heading up there immediately. Let's get these corpses hauled urgently too, just before our people get too comfortable. So we've got human corpses and the half-orc corpses. Was that all of them? There was a, something weird that fell from the sky, like a Warforged, I think they were called. I guess they must have been destroyed by another falling ship chunk. That's a bit of a shame. Can we get those boar corpses up here as well? Those come in very handy. I suppose we could also use that for animal corpses, because I don't think we're going to entirely fill it with humans quite yet. So we'll put that on the list of things to do. And then haul urgently should be top priority. Cool. I'll let them sleep. You know, they're not going to rot straight away. We'll be able to get them in storage long before they rot away. So a lot of people have at least some sleep here. Now, we did buy a bit of cotton from the trader, right? Enough for at least a bed. Let's go ahead and turn that off of medical, so at least they're not disturbed when they try and sleep, and get them in here instead. If we do that, there we go. Oh, Squad and Zuckar. Oh yeah, they come into bed. We're good. Right, let's put down a little bit of furniture then. So I want to get some. Sorry, it's under the beds tab now, isn't it? Oh, it's only 12 cloth per bed. I don't know why. I thought it was 20. Oh, well, that's good. We can build them all a bed then. Not a problem. So we got the 2 Ithilids on that side, or is it Ithilids? People were getting very angry at the way I said it, but I can't remember which way it is you pronounce it now. I'm going to go look this up. I want to make sure I get this right before I keep annoying people. Illithid, right? It's Illithid. Yeah, that's it. And they're Mind Flayers as well. People were saying that you could just call them Mind Flayers instead. Illithid. Got it. Okay, I will never make that mistake again. Okay, I might make that mistake again. And then we'll go ahead and give you guys a separate bedroom. Again, it doesn't have to be luxurious too much for the time being. Oh, man, if we get that another block over, actually, will let us put down just a slightly larger room. Do something like that. Again, I'm not looking for luxury here. Just a very basic starting bedroom is more than enough. And there you go. They're bringing the corpses up now. Fantastic. Okay. That's going to be great. And we're dropping this right the way down, if you don't mind, to... Let's just put it as low as possible. I mean, this single cooler won't be able to get that down below, probably much past -10 anyway, by itself. That's assuming the power stays on long enough. Well, they're refrigerated, so it's buying us a little bit of time to get another one online. Maybe some batteries, too, wouldn't go amiss. Now, apparently this brain passively produces research. So I guess if we just queue up batteries, maybe even if our people aren't immediately working on it, the brain will... Oh, we start with batteries. Oh, we start with batteries. Oh, interesting. I guess it must have been... I think I modified the Rich Explorer start for this particular scenario. Completely didn't take that into account. Okay, that's great then. Hey, I'm not gonna gripe over starting with batteries. I don't think that's particularly overpowered. I think we can all agree. Let's go ahead and put that potentially explosive battery safely inside our wooden hut. I think that's a phenomenal idea. So that's all the corpses in storage. So that was definitely the high priority here. So now we'll start work on getting the power grid a bit more reinforced. So he's going to go get those ship chunks taken apart. We got Slaver Caravan. Hello. Wow, hello. Good God, look at all these guys. We'll check their names in a second, see if there's anybody we recognize. There's a lot of them there, huh? Oh, and a raid too? It's an orc. Shervran the Repulsive. I've heard rumors of the mighty Shervran. Take him prisoner. Hit him with some anesthetic and take him away. Don't get too close. Don't get too close. If we actually pull back a second, we can start getting some shots off here. Oh my God, he hits him straight away. Wow. Got to bear in mind with run and gun, we are very unlikely to actually land a shot. I think it's a 50% accuracy penalty or something crazy like that. We've got an orc. Oh, a full-blown orc corpse. Right, almost missed that one. Hey, that's pretty good. Rug Keeper. Sacred Keeper of the Rug. Okay, be careful, be careful. Now, this guy's squad, we do need to give him a peg leg as soon as possible. He's one of the slow movers here. So I actually think running gun in this situation is probably not a bad idea. If we can get one more anesthetic shot, though, we can take him prisoner without much of a fight. What are you throwing there? No, smoke grenades are not a good idea, you fool. We've got him. Hey, fantastic. And what are you like in terms of the genetics tab? Ooh, potentially good for orc meat breeding. Very nice. Squad there, twirling his anesthetic gun in style. Free wood. Free sandstone club. It's all right, Robo Mummy. Stand down. Appreciate that. It's all right. The guy with one leg has already dealt with the fight long before you even got over here. Presents. More presents for me, you say? Zoe. Oh, now look. A settler of the Exodus Empire. Oh, but the leather production. Do I really want to make enemies of the Empire this early on? In exchange for tasty, tasty, tasty human leather? I don't know if I want to annoy the Empire. Do we? I think we need free reign on our restaurant here. I'm sorry. Get roasted. Zuck, I've got you a gun as well, my friend. Okay, well, we're about to make enemies with the Empire. That could be a problem. We'll see how it goes. Oh, look at our prison already. If we get a quarry down here with the prison labor mod as well, because we've got Robomummy, who's incredibly good at combat, but not good at much else besides medical, there's not going to be a constant demand for medical, right? It's not like somebody who's good at plant skill or construction. So when she's not tending to someone, we can just have her being a warden over all of these prisoners. This is a prison break actually waiting to happen. We need to get some turrets down or something bloody fast. Christ. Man, I'm actually impressed by that cooler. Look at that. Minus 19 and more wild men. Holy shit, welcome. We've got Dan, Thierry, Ginger Reed, and Desi. Welcome, welcome. This is too many people you've thrown at me here. I went for Perry Persistent. Mainly because, you know, he keeps things very active. He adds a lot of things going on here. The downside to him, of course, is you're expected to have quite a high amount of colonists. So he'll just basically keep sending us colonists until we get them. Matthew Little. Do we recognize any names here? I can't see any. No, that's a shame. Still none quite yet. There are a huge amount of names in the base game, so it wouldn't surprise me if we, Crystal Potato. Oh, hello. Oh, look, it's one of those Warforged as well there. Wow. Let's go see what they've got to trade. We haven't got much silver, but we might be able to, come to some sort of agreement. Some items can't be traded because of enemies. Oh, weird. What have you got for me then? Orange, the Cave Kid. Can I see their genetics without buying them? Oh, okay. So we have to buy them first. That's interesting. Oh, sorry. These are the people, of course, we can sell them. We could buy a Gith instead. Hello. Are any of these people any good? Let's go by the highest value first and see if they're worth grabbing. Good mining. Psychically hypersensitive. It's a bit of a double-edged sword. We've got Grevlag. God knows what the hell you are. Oh, a Hobgoblin. Wow, okay. Great memory and optimist. Are you good enough to join our colony, though? That's the real question. I don't think so. Not for that. Traeger the Barkeep. You're okay. Chemical interest, not a big fan of, though. Muta Syringe for an Arctic Wolf. We can transform someone into an Arctic Wolf if we want. No, but I will take your medicine. If we can afford to do a little bit of a trade there. Give them Orange the Cave Kid. Underground a Fast Learner, though. Oh, man. I want to get just a little bit, but it's quite... You know what? Forget it. It's too expensive right now. Let's focus on getting the basics down before we're about bartering the very little that we do actually have. A little trade caravan. Maybe next time. Maybe let's get the drugs trade set up first, and then we'll see what we can do for you. Okay, how many components do we end up getting out of that then? Actually, a boatload, huh? Oh, we haven't got any in storage quite yet. Oh, we got 24 in storage and another 24 out there. That's a lot. That's going to keep us going for quite a while here. The battery's online. That should be pretty good. That should keep us going. Oh, God. Robomummy and Squad are in Mortal Kombat. What happened? Squad slandered Robomummy's 2's uncle's accent. No way. Not her uncle's accent. We all know how terrible his accent is. She doesn't have an uncle. It doesn't seem fair that you just eat our prisoner. What? Oh, maybe they died in here and we just never got their corpses out. That's probably more likely. What did they die of? I imagine they probably just bled out when we were trying to haul them into here. Well, let's get them out. Hey, don't eat those. We can do many things with those corpses. Person dropped their smoke grenades. I don't know why. I am not complaining. Smoke grenades are... Oh, there they are. Maynard. Are you okay? Frail bad back. Oh, they got into a social fight. Sheo, one of the slaves, I think it was, crushed their kidney, and now because they're old and have a bad back, they've just collapsed. I could rescue you. Slavers coming to our base and actually being allied could be quite valuable. So I might stick with that. I'm going to drop the bed rest down there. We've got too much stuff early on here for you to be lying around because Robomummy punched you. To be fair, she is she's a combat droid. She's an assassin droid. So it's probably of all the people to be lying in bed from being punched from, that's probably quite highly up there. Let's turn that into a medical bed. And let's get you to rescue... as a sign of good faith, because I can't make enemies with absolutely everybody. Oh, God, Quell's gone berserk. I'm sure the other prisoners will keep her in a place. Be careful with that gun. I'm going to confiscate that. Oh, for God's sake, what have you done now? Okay, hold on. Melee attack. No. Absolutely no shooting with the mutagenic gun, please. We need to give her a sidearm, really. Or use the gun, I should say, as a sidearm. And instead give her some sort of, like, club. Like the sandstone club we got before would come in quite handy. Shit, what are you mutating into? A reptile? Tight skin? What does that do? Oh, God. Oh, my God, she's growing a shell. She turned into a friggin' tortoise, look. Robo Mummy, for God's sake. Do your war crimes know no end. She started becoming a tortoise. She's 11% tortoise. We have neutralized it with a bit of medical treatment, which is quite lucky. Oh, we're feeding them to the colonists because we're out of food. That explains why they're in there. Could you not just wait a second? We've almost got rice on the go here. What I wanted to do actually with the spare power is actually put down just a nutrient paste dispenser if we've got access to one. Maybe it's under culinary? Yeah, okay, that's quite good. Let's get one of these down then as soon as possible. And then I suppose we could just put it. It doesn't really matter how we're putting it, really. Put it like that and put a little bit of an expansion around the edge of it. Yeah, I'm happy to go like that. That's fine. I don't want to give the prisoners too much extra room after all. They are in prison for a reason. Probably because they broke the law? Oh, I'm not sure about that one. So we'll let those guys go in there. Now, we'll obviously want to be able to refill the hopper without going into the prison. So we'll do something like that. And then if we put a door on the entrance there and then stick down a couple of hoppers, we should be good. There you go. You got nothing to worry about now. Fucking wild men need dealing with. Squad, bring that anesthetic rifle. These people are eating on my... Hey, you got to pay for that. We're trying to run a goddamn cannibal restaurant here. Sorry. We're trying to run a restaurant here. Get away from my rice. Bring him down. Bring him down, Legolas. Whenever you're ready. At some stage, that would be ideal. Not in a safe temperature. What are you talking about? Oh, it's a full moon. What does that mean? ZQ58. Colonists will receive minor mood boosts. Oh, that's for like the moon elves and stuff like that, right? I really have no idea. Oh, it also counts as beautiful full moon. That's quite nice. Why can't we capture you then? What's going on with that? Oh, sorry. Did I click rescue? Ah, that explains it. Okay. I'll get these wildmen quickly tidied up because they are being incredibly greedy. You get what you're given. This is episode 2 and we've got a full prison. Oh, no. Oh, this is a great start though, isn't it, huh? We've ended up with more prisoners already in 2 episodes than we've had in... Oh my god, you're nimble. What the hell's going on there? Oh, you're just quite quick on your feet. Is that something to do with your genetics, perhaps? Nope. You just suddenly really accelerated despite being hit by an anesthetic dart. All right, look at that. There we go. Now, no one eats our food besides us. Put that fucking gun away. You've already turned one of our prisoners into a goddamn... No. Stop. You've already turned one of our prisoners into a tortoise. She hit. Oh, God, she hit. Fur patches, fur dusting, fur. Right leg is readjusting. No. Carnivora. Stop that. Stop that right now. No transforming without my permission. All right, 1 nutrient paste dispenser. You ready? There you go. No, stop feeding them the rice out of the... You absolute moron. Don't feed them rice directly. Put it in the dispenser, you moron. Good lord. Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and forbid that. And then maybe... Oh, I mean, meals for our people does take precedent, I will admit. How close is the whole rice harvest being done? Won't take much more than a few hours. First rice harvest is in, so we're actually able to feed our people just as they're on the verge of starving to death, thank God. Don't know if we'll be able to feed them all in time, to be honest with you, especially because our people also need a little bit of food here and there. Yeah, that should do it. I've also expanded the rice field a little bit, take over a little bit of the corn, mainly because we need a lot of food very fast, and by the time the corn's grown, everybody's going to be starved to death. Another transport pod crash? My God. I'm actually a little bit tempted to change storyteller here, just because I'm worried that we're going to get completely inundated with... I mean, obviously we don't have to capture and rescue these people, but I worry that we're going to be basically flooded by characters and colonists, and I think we need to start a little bit more carefully, because there's a lot of new mechanics, a lot of new systems we've got to get in place here. Might switch over to Cassandra, maybe just for a little while. These people, they've been here far too long without actually putting in any effort, so we're going to quarry all this out. And then we're going to get the prisoners. Hey, prisoners, work. Work constantly. All these prisoners, we're going to say mining is the highest priority and quarrying. Go. Yes. Yes, dig for your squid overlords. I became a guest. Maynard, fuck off. I invited you here just so that I could potentially win over some good relations. But the fact that you're hanging around and eating my food is not agreed. Send away. If you send them immediately, this will have no effect on relations. I don't care. Get out. Go. We saved your life. Is that not enough? We've got enough from the ships to be able to build a quarry. Oh my God, we haven't even got enough room to build a quarry there. Good God. Okay. Let's get Robo Mummy in there to go and oversee the prisoners. They can help us mine. We need a lot more steel then. Let's go ahead and just go and set this one to be mined out. We'll get Robo Mummy to also grab this steel club just as a prison pacifier rather than A mutation gun. I mean, it's fun and all, but it's going to lead to a lot of problems if we're not careful. Ah, there we go. So we got the basic, made our next to the map healthy bonus, which I guess is quite nice. If we'd have kept them as a guest, kept them happy, fed, entertained, we would have gained, obviously, more relations, but it's not really worth it, is it? It's not worth all the extra effort, especially when we've barely got enough food as it is. I hate to say it, we might have to butcher some corpses. We still don't have nearly enough food. To be fair, we started with no food, and we've introduced another 10 or so people into the colony. Was he called Grows All the Disfigured before we got our hands on him? I don't remember. Either way, look, we'll get something back out of it now, so I don't mind so much sacrificing some resources in exchange for others. Let's get some humans butchered then. Butcher creature do forever. Let's go just allow all, honestly. I'm going to draft everybody else up a second, so you can carry on. Oh, you're our chef as well, balls. Okay, so I'm going to keep him undrafted, just so I can keep an eye on how much food we're bringing in from this. You know what? Let's butcher only humans, because if this meat doesn't stack, we can't use it in the nutrient paste dispenser, right? So let's go only human corpses, if possible. Alright, so you want to say only, let's go clear all, and only human corpses specifically. Oh my god, thank you. Right, let's try that. Is that okay? That's quite clearly not a human. Oh, I mean, he's half human. Maybe that counts. That's better. But when we're seizing the first opportunity there is put on the dead people's clothes. That's incredible. Let's get that hauled to the... or to the hopper, was what I was about to say, but I guess not. Allow all. Let's try that. Maybe they don't allow human meat in hoppers. I don't know what type of friggin' Rimworld experience you think this is, brother. Why can't I... excuse me. Put the meat in the hopper. Why is it so difficult? Meat? Human meat. Human meat is allowed. Is this also set to... Is it not set to critical? Hey! Somebody move this meat, damn it. There we are. Thank you, squad. The reliable squad. Oh, they have... Oh, Buckley! Just as the meals came in. Poor Buckley. Well, I'm not going to complain about that. As long as he wasn't one of our premium breeders, I'm not too bothered by that. I get Zuck to stay awake and finish the quarry, because if I'm putting all this food on the table, they need to pay me for it. They need to pay me for it, or they get put on the table. On the subject to that, I added a mod to the mod pack. I only add super essential mods to an already existing series, things that we really can't live without. So I've just added the mod, and this is very important. The sarcophaguses are tables mod, which allows you to use a sarcophagus as a table. So we'll probably put down a few of those in here, and that way it also sends a clear message to the other prisoners that if you fuck with us, you will get used as a table. Excellent. There we go. Oh, Orange died too. What the hell are you doing? Eat a meal. There's so much tasty human meat right there, you morons. Well, you're next on the menu. Let them go. Look at them go. This is so good. Okay. Prison labor is on. Right, let's not worry about this steel for the time being. We've got much bigger fish to fry. So, we need to start working on some research. I think that's fairly essential early on here, and I don't really know which one of the most horrendous war crimes do we start with. Do we want to go for drug production and allow us to be able to milk our prisoners? Do we want to... do we want to be able to research questionable food production and allow our prisoners to be hosts to a tasty mold that we can harvest from their skin? These are the questions I find myself asking right now. Vitae extraction. Turn the dead prisoners into prison guards. There's something quite poetic about that, isn't there? Oh, man, I don't even know where to begin. Corpse antisepsis. Unlock the production of antiseptic corpses filled with herbs and wrapped with cloths, which can stay against the decay and dehydration. Oh, interesting. So we can preserve bodies. We got genetic engineering, just as kind of a casual little thing there. Okay, fair enough. Animal enrichment. I want to know how we make the... I'm going to go for corpse refinement. Specifically because there's a way to build hydroponics out of corpses, and I don't remember quite how to do it. So we'll start with corpse refinement. If I just type in like corpse farm. Ah, there it is. I'm judging by the tiny little boxes with a body in it. Oh, fantastic. That sounds great. Oh my god, what the hell happened? Because they're animals. They're technically animals. Because they're all wild men that we've put in the prison. They've got pack mentality. Oh my god. So, hippopotamus went mad, punched one of the people. They've got human revenge, and the other wild man nearby also became enraged. The prison is now off limits. Are they going to attack the orc? Oh, they're not bothered by the orc. I don't know why they're not bothered by that one. I want to go in there and rescue the prisoners that are down, but that is a full-blown lockdown situation. They are starting to calm down now. So I'm hoping when the last one calms down... are they all... Oh, they're all good now. Okay, so let's get in there and go and get them tended to. Robo-Mummy, capture. And let's also capture you as well. We need to show our face occasionally just to get this. So this... oh, there we go. The brain researched it for us. Oh, thank you, brain. So, of course, that means that they are being observed by a warden, in this case, Robo-Mummy, and that means that they're more likely to do work. As long as we keep that decently high, they'll just work passively. If we're watching them actively, of course, it will stay relatively high and they'll work well, but if we leave them unattended like we did there for a second, it'll drop back down, and then we'll have to, then they'll stop working, and we have to punish them by feeding them their friends. 310 human meat, that's some good shit. We could really do with cooling it as well. Do we have enough in regards to electricity to run that? Not really. We could do with another wind turbine. Which isn't an issue, to be honest with you. This one is blocked by trees, to be fair. Blocked by oak tree. Yeah, we should really do something about that. Let's go and expand zone back here. Not because we're going to get a particularly massive amount of rice growing on this crappy soil down here. Just because it will keep the wind turbine relatively unclogged, I think is fine. If we do the same in this area, we could put down another wind turbine in sort of the same zone. Let's move this stockpile into the building. Because we've got all this good stuff just lying around on the floor outside. Let's go stockpile zone. Just layer it in here. That's fine. Robo-Mummy's kind of master bedroom. There we go. Much better. Right, so now we can afford to keep this thing running. So let's go ahead and drop the temperature right down there. We might as well shrink the growing zone out of there as well. Perfect. Spawns in 8 hours. So this couldn't have been any better timing on that one. There we go. Good as new. Okay, so the prisoners are decently fed. Now, it's going to be quite a while... I mean, if they need feeding, we do have some more potential candidates down here. Got a couple of boars coming in, too, so we could always go hunt those with the anesthetic rifle. Potentially get some good distance. Oh, we need to give Chip, before I forget, give Squad the peg leg. Peg, Squad. Oh, shit, I shouldn't say it like that. Peg, leg. Right leg, peg leg. No medical beds available. Oh, I beg to differ, sir. Every bed's a medical bed when you're this fucking desperate. Oh, not again. Having these kind of tribal wild men kicking around is just incredibly dangerous. We get no fucking work done. It's a prison riot every other day. God damn. Let them chill out. Let them chill out. We'll go in there and deal with it. We need some turrets or something in there to stop this shit happening. Let's turn Squad's bed into a medical bed thing. So Mummy has bloody nowhere to sleep right now. Get out of there. What are we lacking? I assume it's just the medicine? Well, let's get some of this harvested. We can take a bit of a gamble. I'm sure one of those will produce at least our medicine. There you go. Good as new. By good as new, I mean, how are you looking? What is the peg like? 60% efficiency. Hey, that's really not that bad at all. Oh, there we are. Corpses are rich in natural sources of nutrition. Great for planting and breeding maggots. Well, that's great news. Thank you. Just what we needed. What does that come under? Culinary, perhaps? Husbandry. No? Production? Ah, there we are. Oh, that's fucking horrendous. 214% fertility, though. So if we get enough of these... we can grow things like Devil Strand super, super fast. Big fan of that one. We've also got Maggots Breeder. These necrophagous maggots can grow and something, reproduce in unbelievable efficiency. Leave them with some antiseptic corpses to limit their appetite so they won't consume too much food too soon and then starve themselves. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, that's what we need then, I assume. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it sounds fun. Let's put one of those down then. So we need 3 antiseptic corpses. How the hell do you make a drugs lab, perhaps? That's probably the safest bet for where you would make antiseptic corpses. The hell do you mean stink bug is no longer considered human? Oh god, he doesn't look very human. Oh, whoa. Husky morph. Oh, Jesus. Animal affinity. Gains a lot of animal skill and 2 passion in that. He's a natural hunter. Hunting stealth 30%. Animals 500 XP and 1 passion. And he's pack-minded, but he is alone. Oh, no. Oh, my God. We need to swap. Okay. Stop this right now. If Robo-Mummy's going to be the jailer, we need to swap over Squad's and Robo-Mummy's weaponry. She needs the antiseptic darts for dealing with prisoners quicker. And you need to take the... You take the mutagenic gun. Right. That's fine. Still not ideal. I will admit, I'm trying to think of a good use for the mutagenic gun, and I've really got nothing. Besides just committing war crimes, which, of course, as we all know, is the best use of all. We need more corpses now. We're out of corpses. If we want to make the antiseptic corpses. So, I'm going to try and take you... Oh, no. Be careful. Robo-Mummy is a crack shot, so I'm really not too bothered here. I think she can deal with this fairly easily. Just keep them equally anesthetized. Okay, get ready. Oh, come on. One more shot and they should go down. That's 3 anesthetic darts. Boom. Take her down. No. I don't think you understand. Take her down. Nice. And then I need to finish her off. Melee 6 required. Oh, God. Just keep shooting darts into her until she dies then. That'll do it. Wow, that's war crimes right there. Perfect. Euthanizing gun. I mean, that's generally the whole point of guns, is it not? Right, you are going to get hauled. And then you are also going to get hauled. And now we've got enough corpses for our maggot farm. Yeah. Yeah, I see where this series is going. Whale is no longer considered human. Well, with a name like that, I would... Oh my god, you've actually continued turning into the tortoise morph? Balls. So we've got a dog, we've got a tortoise, we've got an orc. Actually, we've got a couple of orcs there. This is a fucking mess. And the worst part is, all they've mined so far are 2 sandstone chunks. My god, what an investment gone wrong, huh? But we've already started good progress into the war crime. So I think because we've got the brain going here, I think we really just need to... Corpse irrigator. Excuse me? What the hell is a corpse irrigator? Corpse sculpture. Hydroponics corpse irrigator. So here's what we'll do then. We'll set the, Servant Tesla creation. Alright, fan of that. We'll just let the brain do the war crimes in the background passively while we focus on the active war crimes. We're coming at it from a 2-tiered war crime system. Double the war crimes in only half the time. Well, the same amount of time, but it's double the war crimes. Half as many war crimes in 4 times the time. We'll also go for VT extraction because I think that could be very useful if we end up turning our people into disgusting, disgusting creatures. We'll see how it goes. Thank you all for watching. What a stunning start to the series. We've got a little prison quarry set up there. We've got a good headway on that. The farm is coming along nicely. Not really much progress on the base department, but it is going to be slow going here while we try and juggle 8 prisoners. And a thank you goes out to the most disturbed people of all, the coffee supporters, because they pay for this shit. Thank you to Hoopaloop, Jobo Daddy, Out of All Context, Daedric Daikatana, Voodoo Mumbo, Salentali, Tom P, Ciala, Bokbin, and Potarted for their support over at the executive producer tiers over on Coffee. Big thank you to you guys, you absolute monsters. Thank you as well to Jack Blacksheep, Eckle Cakes, Hero Club, Shatulski, Archbishop, Blood Riot, Kamikaze, James B, Smirtworm, Galupo Fruit Hag, Don, Afanafist, Dinosis the Esoteric, and Flububba as well for their hand in also committing these atrocities.